Hello everybody and welcome back or welcome to Follow Your Horse. How much would you pay for a wig commission? Specifically Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa. Loads of people style their Junko wigs so differently. Some are soft and sleek, some are really highly structured and have like 2 or more wigs sewn into one. Some are really big and puffy. Some people do a mask Junko where they just have the base wig and no pigtails. The possibilities are kind of truly endless. But how much would you pay to have one commissioned? Well, TikTok user Pizzas is... I'm just going to call her P because I don't know how to pronounce the username because I'm stupid and illiterate. And also, I haven't seen her real name anywhere. Commissioned one for $2,000 from popular wig company Coolio Wigs and took us all on a wild ride. Before we get into it, my name is Villain, better known as followyourhorse.cos, and if you liked the video, please give it a like, consider subscribing for more content on the anime and cosplay community. If there's anything you'd like me to cover, please DM me on Instagram or tag me in it on TikTok. On the 14th of May, P posted a video on TikTok with the title, What a 2K Wig Looks Like.
Chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. I'm the type of girl you wanna take to your mama house. Take to your mama house. Yeah, the Georgia peach in the back again. It's time to do the damn thing. Better tell your friend. First things first, I sheet her. Mess around with no man who won't eat her. It's time to get it straight.
And in the video, as you could see, she seems to be really pleased with the wig. She's showing it off with pride. She's not bragging in a bad sense, but she's like, I've spent $2,000 on this wig, look at what it looks like, you know, as I think any of us would if we had the money to spend $2,000 on a wig. And a lot of the comments are complaining about the price because obviously $2,000 does seem quite high. I will not be commenting on that in this video because I believe that artists should charge whatever they believe they are worth. And obviously Coolio Wigs is a really big cosplay company. They're doing commissions all the time. They're on TikTok posting what wigs they're doing all of the time. So obviously people are paying these prices, and if people are paying those prices, people believe that their work is worth that price and so on. So I'm trying to steer the conversation away from $2,000 wig, oh my god, that's so expensive, because that's not really what the controversy is. But some of the comments did catch my eye. There is one saying for visible crimp marks and another saying 2K to still see the crimp marks. Now obviously I have just said I'm not really going to talk about the price, but $2,000 and then to still see crimp marks, that is a problem. That is really what this video is about. The next couple of videos are also really positive. She has a video where she's like, am I canon yet? Showing it off.
Now stop yelling over all your jokes. Every time you tell a lie, I'm praying that you choke. Should've listened to the signs in the horoscope. Hope you never cope, hope you slip on soap. Crack your head like an egg, wanna see the yolk. You are such a hope.
And you know, doing a costume try on. However, things did take a bit of a turn in the next video.
The good news is there's no more plague, huzzah! The bad news is there's no more London.
In a video that now has 1.6 million views, P made her first complaint about the wig, saying that it wasn't airbrushed when she asked for it to be, and was airbrushing it herself. Obviously, if you've commissioned a wig and you've asked for something to be done, you shouldn't then have to do it yourself. That's kind of why you commission somebody else to do it. And obviously this video blew up because it has 1.6 million views. And a lot of people wanted to know what else was wrong with this wig, which led to the infamous addressing the hate videos. Well, it's really only one video, but she has a folder called addressing the hate. Well, we'll get to that. This is my first time doing a video like this and my first time reading off a script. I've got my laptop with my script on it. I'll get better, just let me cook, guys. And in this video, which has also gotten quite a few views,
addressing the hate on the $2,000, we got number one. I wanted this wig to be airbrushed. I even mentioned it multiple times while they were making the wig. So the fact it wasn't when it arrived kinda made me mad. So I'm just airbrushing it myself. Had to hot glue the pigtails on my wig because they did not stay on without it. Now for 2K, I expect my pigtails to be detachable, and it looks like that was the intention. 1. You look at how the pigtails attach.
And just when it couldn't get worse, my ex crashed my place and destroyed all I owned. Whoopsie.
So as you can see in the video, the wig is not only not just airbrushed, but it's not assembled properly. The underneath the bangs look like what my bangs look like, which no shade if your wig looks like that, because I've just said that my wigs look like that. from a $2,000 wig commission. It's not what you really expect. She had to hot glue the ponytails on herself, which again, you've commissioned somebody so you don't have to do this. It's kind of the point of not commission, you know? And then the video after that was her like jumping around and like voguing in the wig to show how sturdy it was. I'm assuming after she has then gone and hot glued the pigtails in herself. Coolia Wigs is a massive wig company. I don't know how many people really work for it, but they have a lot of followers. They make a lot of wigs. They have so many videos on TikTok. Like, I scrolled through a few of them. Not a lot of them are all to my taste, but I can admit they do have a lot of skill. Obviously, if they're charging $2,000 for a wig, they have to be kind of skilled. And after finding out who had made the wig, people went onto Coolia's account and were commenting like really nasty stuff. I don't know if any of those comments are still up. I'm not really going to go and dig for them, but basically it was along the lines of like $2,000 for visible crit marks, $2,000 and it's not airbrush, $2,000 this, $2,000 that, you know, calling them out. As I would maybe say that maybe you should, I don't know. So Coolia Wigs then posted a statement, and I am going to get my laptop out because I'm not going to read it from time to time. And this was posted on the 18th of May. So the original videos were posted on the 14th. So Coolia Wigs said, "Dear Coolia customers and followers, each wig is not only a product, but a solemn commitment to our users' expectations. Recently, a customer's feedback on social media about her customized experience has made us reflect deeply on the shortcomings of our service process. According to Coolia Wig Commission wig workflow," I'm a little bit illiterate, "our customer service has communicated with the customer about the work progress and finished product effects several times during the production process and before shipment and getting customer feedback. However, the Coolia customer service team is also responsible for not discovering in time that the customer is not satisfied with the product. After we found out the problem, we took the initiative to contact the customer at the first time to apologise and provided them with after-sales solutions, including remake/refund/compensation/exclusive discounts. Currently, the customer has already agreed with us on the after-sales solution for this order, and it has been processed. See screenshot for details communication records. In deference to all of our followers, we will communicate and follow up with our clients privately if there are any subsequent questions regarding this incident. Lord have mercy, I can't read." And then these are screenshots. I mean, I'm going to put them up like here anyway, so you guys can read along with me. But these are screenshots with P. And P says, "Hello. So you said you were gonna start making my wig in March. Anyway, I was wondering if I can get progress photos when you start making it, please." And they said, "Oh, sure. I will send you the process pic when I style it." And then they showed a pink wig, which isn't really Junko's colour, and said, "Hi, honey. May I know if this is the colour for your wig? However, I did say I wanted this wig to be airbrushed though. Maybe a lighter wig, but the colour of that is perfect for like shading. But again, it's up to you because you are the professional, and either way, it's going to slay." And then posted their reference picture for Junko with a much lighter wig. Like I said this, but again, you can do what you think is best. Also, the stuff on how I want my wig to look is all in the chat. However, if you don't want to scroll through it, I can just screenshot the main chats and photos for you. And then they posted a half-finished progress picture, said it's so pretty, I can't wait to see it fully done. And then they've got like a little sketch of what the back of the wig's gonna look like, because it has like a hairline, like a parting, which is very, very hard to do on a wig. And then there is a collection of the Junko photos. And said, "Hi honey, I finished your Junko wig. Please check, do you love it?" And she said, "Oh, OMG, I love it. And how long does it normally take to ship and tracking?" And then Coolia provided us with these photos as well. And then P said, "My wig came, thanks, I love it." And then Coolia said, "You are welcome." And then they said, "Dear blank," because it's just a copy-paste message. Dear blank, because it's a copy and paste message. Hello, first and foremost, thank you for choosing Coolia Wigs custom wig service and for sharing your experience with us. We were thrilled to hear that you initially loved your product, but after noticing your follow-up feedback on social media, we deeply regret that we fell short of your expectations. Please accept our sincerest apologies. This is entirely our responsibility. Your satisfaction is our top priority, whether it's adjustments before shipping, e.g. modifying the hairstyle, restyling or making the product, or addressing any concerns after delivery. We are fully committed to resolving issues promptly. If you could kindly share, and then it cuts off. And then the next one is, thank you for accepting our after-sales processing program. We will process your refund today. We will be returned to you from your original order payment method the original way. And she said, okay, thank you. They said refunded and then sent proof. They said, in addition, you can choose basic wigs as compensation. Also, this is your exclusive discount code, which obviously they've sent it out because we don't want to steal it. And then she said, okay, thank you again. And thanks for taking accountability. Seriously, y'all are so sweet. And then it goes back to the statement. Reflection and improvement measures for this incident. 1. We apologise to all users who are concerned about the quality of Coolia's services due to this incident and further optimise our service. A. Double insurance for customisation confirmation. Before shipping, we will add the customer demand rechecking plus physical rendering confirmation link, shipping after customer confirmation. B. Sales active tracking, the establishment of VIP service commissioner team. The order is delivered within 72 hours to send a graphic version of the maintenance guide and satisfaction survey. C. We not only pay attention to the product, but also pay great attention to the after-sales service. If there is any problem with the product quality due to logistics or other reasons, please contact our customer service team directly within 48 hours after receiving the package for after-sales service. If you have any questions, we are always ready to help you. 2. Platform-wide user care. From now until September 31st, 2025, all users of our custom wig orders within 3 months can apply for basic wig order free styling service, one-time free service, detailed consultation with customer service. The perfect customized experience needs to be polished by both the brand and the user. We are willing to continuously improve Coolia products and services with an open and inclusive attitude. We firmly believe that we can realize more people's dreams if only our team keeps improving. Love, life, laugh, I'm dyslexic, cosplay, Coolia team. Also on the same day, P posted her own version of the DMs. A lot of it's the same, so I'll only be reading out the newest stuff. And Coolia said, to show our sincerity, we'd like to offer the following options. Choose any one. 1. Free remake. 2. Partial refunds or replacement. 3. Exclusive future discount, 30% off your next order as a gesture of our appreciation. We also humbly acknowledge that unresolved negative feedback might affect others' trust in Coolia. If you're open to updating your video status or resolving this privately, we would be immensely grateful. Your understanding and support means the world to us. Feel free to reply directly to this email or contact me via Instagram. I will personally oversee your case until you're completely satisfied. Once again, we apologise. And then it shows that she received a partial refund of $400 from the $2,000 wig. And they have given her an exclusive 20% off discount code valid for 6 months, stackable with new collection promotions. While we fully respect your right to share authentic experiences, the current video's emphasis on unmet customization might inadvertently mislead viewers. We'd be grateful if you could consider updating the video description with our resolution efforts or allowing us to provide context through a pinned comment. We hope to regain your trust. For any questions regarding the solution or future orders, please contact us directly at either Instagram or email. Thank you again, blah, blah, blah. And she said, thank you for partial refund. However, I'm going to tell you what my manager told me to tell you. Also, one more thing. I still plan to make a full YouTube video about my experience. As far as I'm aware, this has not been posted. In reality, people should know that this is a problem they may face if they choose to order from you. If y'all want, I can send you a preview of the vid before I post. However, my account manager didn't agree with that. Not without like a sponsorship deal agreement or something. And I agree. They also advised me to tell you if you want me to take the video down, it will not be for free. My apologies if that sounds mean. I'm just saying what they said to me. For changing the description, I don't understand what that means. I was just giving an honest review. And now I may keep my laptop just so I can read my notes better because I'm very bad at remembering my own script. I figured out how to make the font bigger. We are fine. So These statements turned P from a victim to public enemy number one. There were several criticisms from these series of statements because Kulia and P both posted the same conversation, but Kulia decided to leave out a lot of information that actually kind of makes P look a little bit bad. So the issues included: you got a partial refund. Why are you causing problems? Just fix what you can. You said you love the wig and now you're trying to get 15 minutes of fame. You're demanding money off them to take the video down. You didn't check it had been airbrushed before it got sent out, which is kind of true. And you didn't even reach out to Kulia to address the issues, and it all could have been sorted without slandering them, my personal favourite. And at TLDR, the cosplayer faced a lot of backlash after these statements came out, but to be fair, you can't see a lot of issues in the photos sent over. I'm going to put them back up. So you can't really see that the pigtails aren't connected as well as they should be. You can't see that underneath the bangs, they're all like, you know, beginner looking. You can't quite tell. In a comment somewhere, I'm gonna see if I can find it, but there's just so many videos. P said that when she had the wig on, you could see the wig cap underneath. I don't know if that's because the hairline isn't far forward enough, or if like this thinning somewhere. I'm assuming that's what it is, or like a gap in the bangs somewhere, but you wouldn't be able to see that through a picture. So how are you going to say there's this issue, fix it, when you can't physically see it until you have your hands on the wig? I can't remember my train of thought. Oh my god. Whatever my train of thought was, it's gone, but I'm probably going to end up coming back to that anyway. But a lot of people were really fixated on the airbrushing because that is what really kicked off this whole controversy. The initial negative video was the bad news is there's no more plague, bad news is there's no more London, and she's like airbrushing the wig, because that was really her main complaint. She didn't make a video being like, me when I have to attach my pigtails, me when the underside of my bangs look like this. It was always about the airbrushing. So a lot of people were saying, why didn't you check the airbrushing was done before they sent it out? And P said that she assumed that the finished pictures were just showing off like the shape and how it was made, and that they would airbrush it afterwards, which I would probably end up doing that myself. I'm gonna hold my hands up and say that I would probably do that. And she does mention airbrushing a couple of times in the statements, and obviously in the initial order. So not like the biggest oversight on her part, but I'd say it's probably like equal blame. But a last minute reminder would not have done any harm in her case. After a couple more days, P posts a series of TikToks in the folder titled something like addressing the hate. And I'm gonna play a few clips for them and then say what I really feel about them. And again, I have everything scripted down.
But I'm here to address the hate on the lack of airbrushing that I didn't mention to the wig maker in that message. And here it is. I didn't think I needed to. It's that simple. I mentioned airbrushing multiple times, which they said they would do. If you want to hate on me for not being like, where is my airbrushing? Then you can also hate on the fact that they didn't airbrush, even though they said they would. So the wig was just poorly made in general. The wig was rushed. $2,000. Took like 5 months to arrive. Or make. I don't know. I ordered in December, whatever month it is now.
I would say that I think anybody would be quite upset if they waited 5 months for a $2,000 wig and then it came and it did not meet your expectations. I personally would be so heartbroken. But then again, you have to message Kulia Wigs and air out your grievances with them.
And it's just like, if these videos didn't blow up, they wouldn't have said shit.
If the videos hadn't blown up, Kulia wouldn't have messaged them. If you received a faulty product on Amazon, would you make a viral video or would you contact them to arrange a refund? This is the part that personally got me, because I don't think this is the hill that you should die on. Because as I've mentioned a couple of times in this video, I can't really remember what I've said already, but you've had a problem with this wig. You want them to do something about it, whether it's the refund or to return it and to have it remade or to get a discount or what. But they can't do this unless you tell them. I would say that they're quite lucky that the videos blew up and Kulia saw it so that they could arrange something and clear their name, because there was every chance that those videos would only get like 500 likes and then Kulia would like have a bad name for a little bit, and like the small group of people that saw this video and like their reputation could have been tarnished. Some of those 500 people could have been considering buying from Coolia, and then they see this from some like a big creator. She's quite a big creator, and then they change their mind because of this bad experience, and Coolia hasn't like tried to clear their name. Vague posting these videos, and then once they've blown up, telling people where they're from, and still not contacting the wig company to arrange something. Even before the statements came out, this was really where like I was hung up on, because like I said, if you ordered something from Amazon and something was wrong with it, or like Etsy and something was wrong, you wouldn't just vague post and be like, I bought this from Amazon and like this and this, and then like expect Amazon to see it and issue a refund because they've saw your video. Like, they are a company, they are people, they are artists. A lot of people don't see wig makers as artists, but like they are, especially really big companies that do these highly structured wigs. Like that junko wig was quite beautiful, other than like the few flaws that it had, but it's still artistry. Like if you go through Coolia's account, they have so many really high quality wigs and they're really gorgeous. So like, why didn't she contact them? This whole thing could have been sorted privately. I forgot to mention it because I just went on that rant, but in my notes I said like, why would they message you and resolve it? Because they've sent this out, you've seen they've sent you the pictures, you've said you love it, they've sent the wig out, you've said you've received it, and then you've not said anything. So why would they message you and be like, hi hon, we're gonna refund you because our wig is shit? That was me typing. Because they think that you love the wig. Why would they arrange a refund, or why would they do this? Why would they do that if they think you love the wig? You know what I mean? It was a really strange thing to say.
That being said, they were really nice. They gave me a partial refund. Will I be ordering from them again? Maybe. Like I said, the wig I do like, but the issues with it, not with the price. The quality, not with the price.
If I was Coolia and this had happened to me and my company, and then she tried to commission me again, personally, I would not accept that commission, no matter how much money she was willing to spend, because this whole thing could just happen again. And like, you can't say that the wig is not worth the money and then say you're gonna buy it again. Because like, if I bought something, I don't think it was worth the money, I'm not gonna buy it again. I don't know why I'm stacking my hands, but I've bought a few things and I don't think that they're worth the money, so I haven't bought them again. Because that's how it works. If you're going to rebuy it, you think it's worth the money. Anyway, but yeah, if I was Coolia Wigs, I would not accept that commission, because like, this whole thing could just happen again. She's messed you guys around so bad. They've had to refund $400 and she still kept the wig. They've given her a discount code, she's kept the wig, and they've still like, a lot of people who've seen the original videos haven't seen the statements, so they just think that Coolia is a shit company.
When it comes to the videos about the wig, nothing I said in those videos were meant to be hateful or untruthful. Nothing I said was untruthful. Now, obviously, the wig company did reach out to me and was like, can you maybe rephrase what's in those videos? I said no. My manager said this is not a sponsorship, nor has it ever been. If you want me to say something different, sponsor up. Not to be rude, it's just business.
This is another part that I'm really on the fence about, because she's facing criticism for asking for the YouTube video or whatever to be a sponsorship, or to have some kind of payment to take the videos down because of what her manager said. So if you've hired a manager, you're going to listen to the advice that they give you, because that is what you pay them for at the end of the day. Whether or not you agree with what the manager said is up to you, but P was taking the advice of her managers, and whether Coolia agreed to those conditions, whether they disagree with them, whether P herself disagrees with what the manager said, she's taking the advice of somebody that she trusts, of somebody who's supposed to be like helping her with her brand, helping her with her reputation. She has a manager for a reason. I don't have a manager. Maybe one day I will have a manager. I don't know, but right now I don't have a manager. I've never had a manager. So if I got into a controversy, I would have to deal with that on my own. And then all of my actions would come back on me. But if I had a manager and my manager was like, if they want it taken down, they need to pay money, I'm gonna have to listen to them, because that's my manager. And if I don't listen to them and I get myself into more shit, my manager's just, I'm gonna quit. But at the same time, I do agree with Coolia wanting the videos taken down, because like, they probably didn't see it as a faulty product, and then when they sent it out and didn't get any kind of response onto whether she liked it or not, and then all of a sudden their reputation is in the dirt, I would want those taken down too. Especially because they've come to a resolution and those videos are still out there. People can still go out and see the problems with this wig. And I'm probably not helping by making a video on it now that I think about it, but still, Julia has come to, like, they've resolved it. As a company, and with P, they have resolved it. So I would, even like changing the description, like they said, you can't really do that after 7 days. I don't even, at the time these screenshots came out, it had been like 4 days, so she could have done that. And you can't pin comments anymore, but like there has to be something. Like she's making these statement videos now, she could have done that. Or she could have cosplayed Junko and been like, we resolved it, love the wig, aha, I don't know. You can do anything you want to resolve this, but I don't blame them for wanting the videos taken down.
So when it comes to using these videos for clout, the answer is no, because again, me reviewing a wig doesn't benefit me. I do OF, so if I were to do anything negatively to give me more views to follow that, I would have, you know, made a TikTok on my pages that I promote my OF on. But yeah, for my cosplay, reviewing a wig, it's not really giving OF material. Plus, I try to keep my cosplay and my OF separate for the most part.
And this is looping back to the 15 minutes of fame comment that I mentioned earlier. And P was basically saying, like, she does OF, OnlyFans. So trying to go viral over this wig would not make her any more money than her OnlyFans would anyway. Because obviously she's managed to splash $2,000 on this wig. So she obviously makes a lot of money from that. And the TikTok Creator Fund, when the TikTok Creator Fund first came out, everybody was gushing over it. They were like, oh my god, I can make money off TikTok. You get pennies. I used to have an account during anime TikTok 2020 to like 2023 or something like that. I had it for a long time. I had about nearly 35,000 followers. I was on the TikTok Creator Fund. I was getting thousands of likes. I was getting hundreds of thousands of views on some videos. I was getting pennies. You don't get anything. So this video blowing up would not make even nearly as much as one video on OF. So I do kind of see where she's coming from on that. Like, she was just relaying an experience she had with this wig company. So I don't really think it was a 15 minutes of fame kind of thing, because the initial couple of videos didn't really do that well, and then the negative ones happened to do well because people love to bitch. People love to bitch. They love to complain. They love to laugh at other people's misfortunes. So negative videos will always do better than good videos. Because why would you get yourself involved in, this wig looks so good, when you can get yourself involved in, have you heard that this big wig company has done this? People are going to make more comments on a bad video than a good video. But still, she's not going to make anywhere as much money as OF. And she has said that her OF and her cosplay are completely separate. So trying to link the two, you know, it wouldn't really work. But yes, that is all I have for this video. It is my first time filming a video of this sort. And I'm a little bit nervous to post it, but anyway. So let me know. Are you on Julia's side? Are you on P's side? What do you think of the wig? What do you think of the way that the situation was handled? Or are you in a grey area like me? You're not on either side? Because personally, I don't think the wig should have been shipped out in that condition. Like, the fact that the bangs underneath did look like that, the fact that there was like thinning or something that was showing wig cap was very, very, very like amateur. Like, that's what my wigs look like. There are so many wigs that I have where they've got like bald patches. My Mitsuba Sosuke wig from Taliban Hanako-kun, where like my wig cap is showing. Roxanne Wolf from Five Nights at Freddy's. Yashiro Nene from Taliban Hanako-kun. I have to put a little butterfly clip to hide my wig cap and you can still see it there. Like, it's something I'm very open about, but a big company like that should not be having issues like that. You shouldn't have to hot glue the pigtails on yourself and you shouldn't have to like airbrush it yourself. But she should have contacted the company. My ankle just cracked. She should have contacted the company. But I'm just going round and round in circles saying all that again. But yes, this controversy has died down by the time I'm making this video, because I can only really film it when I'm home alone, because I don't want my family hearing me talking to myself about fucking wigs. But I just had to talk about it. I really, really, really had to talk about it. And I hope that you did enjoy the video, and genuinely do please let me know what you think about it. Let me know if there's anything else you would want me to cover by, like, again, I said, DMing me on Instagram, putting it in the comments, tagging me on TikTok, like, just do anything, because I live to make content. So yes, subscribe if you like this video, and if you want to see more of my little face, my links will be in my description for my TikTok and my Instagram. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye!